Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the ESSE Homeboy coming at you with a different type of reaction. I have another YouTube channel that I do reactions to music. This right here, I made this channel because I got a strike on my other one, so I needed to kill some time. So I made this channel right here, and it's gonna be a little bit different. I will do some music and shit like that, but I really want to focus like on interviews. You know, do reactions to interviews and little documentaries. You know, the little mini documentaries that they be doing and shit like that. Not just about music, just different type of shit, man. So hopefully I could, you know, at least get a little bit decent followers on this one. I know it's gonna take some time, and all I gotta do is make the right video, and then it'll start growing from there. So hopefully that's my plan. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, this is your ESSE Homeboy. It's got a new essay, YouTuber reactor, not just music, the other shit. Hopefully I get up there and get a little bit known. But if you guys want to check out my other channel, it's an ESSES reaction. I put a shit in the description. So if you guys want to follow it, like I said, I'm new to this shit. Well, like two and a half months. But yeah, if you guys are rocking with me, man, thank you guys. If you guys, I mean, I know I just started, so go ahead and subscribe, man. Let's start growing this shit, man. At least let's get to 10 subscribers. Start off slow, you know what I mean? Start off a little bit. But yeah, let's get into the reaction. I'm gonna do KI. We're gonna do KI today. Today we can do KI, the deadliest female op. This is the kind of reactions I want to do on this channel, and then plus more. Feel me? So hopefully you guys like it, enjoy it, and ESSE's point of view. You know what I mean? And then everything that I'm saying, I'm going to say about this shit. This is just my opinion. This is just what I think, how I see it. It's not for, you know what I mean? I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm not gonna be talking shit about nobody unless it's just my opinion. Feel me? Everybody has one. I'm just gonna give y'all mine. But let's get into this shit.
The most feared shooters in the history of Chicago. The crazy part is, she was just a teenage girl. Here's the wild story of KI, the female assassin of O Block. KI started out as just your average girl, but growing up.
Hold up, real quick. Let me get something to drink right quick. Hold up. My bad, yo. My bad. Let's go.
Growing up in a wild city like Chicago, KI slowly adapted to her environment.
Yo, rest in peace to FB Duck. Rest in peace to King Von. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their life in the Chicago drill movement. KI, you know, and all of them, man. All the young kids that died and before their time was, until they got to grow old and shit, enjoy their life. Man, my condolences to all their family. I don't pick sides. It's crazy, man.
She was exposed to death and violence at a young age after her father was killed when she was only a year old. Those close to her would say that losing her father made her more protective of the people around her. She would also later witness her older brother get killed right in front of her, which would have a serious impact on her growing up. Eventually, she moved to the area around 63rd and St. Lawrence. There, she became good friends with some of the GDs that live in that area and formed a close relationship with Tuka from the STL EBT set of the Gangsta Disciples.
That's crazy. How is some dude that was never in the rap scene, in the rap game, become so famous with rappers because he got killed? You know what I mean? Over one song, he blew up. Look, real shit. If his mama, she should fucking make that name a brand. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody mentioning that name, shit, they better pay up. I mean, that's the only way they could probably slow down on dissing him. But I would think, you know, if you were to copyright, I don't know what the word for that shit is, man. You know what I mean? To where they say that name, you get paid. You feel me? If they mention his name, you get money in your pocket. Shit, brand that shit, feel me? Shit, own that shit.
In January 2011, Tuka was standing at a bus stop when a dark-colored vehicle pulled up and started letting off shots. He was hit several times and passed away at just 15 years old. It's been named Edric Ty Walker, who was killed back in 2009. Tuka was a well-loved and respected member of the STL EBT. So after he died, they renamed the area around 63rd and St. Lawrence to Tukaville in his honor. Tuka would go on to become world famous after he was dissed by BD rappers like Chief Keef and King Von. With the popularity of drill music, Tuka became one of the most disrespected men in the history of hip-hop, even though he didn't even rap. The disrespect only fueled the already violent beef between the GDs from O Block, then called Wick City, and the GDs from St. Lawrence. Tuka's death had a major impact on KI. She was only about 14 at the time, but had already lost so many people close to her due to gun violence. So she started to go down the wrong.
No, that's crazy too, man. Cause you know, people are like, I would never do shit like that. I would never do shit like that. I would never, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to. But when you really start losing people that you're close to, and like family members, you know what I'm saying, or people that you're really, really close to, like a best friend that you call a brother, or your homegirl that you call a sister, and they get killed, no, that shit really fucks with you, bro. That shit really fucks with you, and it does make you have those murderous thoughts. I don't condone any kind of violence. I don't condone murders. I don't condone even using guns, man. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to throw putazos, you know what I mean? They need to start throwing putazos. Putazos means don't throw them hands, you know what I mean? Just get the shit down. But this generation, man, it's just gone crazy. And it's only killing each other because of music, bro, because of dissing. You know what I mean? And because that's the thing nowadays. You gotta diss in order for people to start liking your music, to start fucking with your music. They gotta diss, because if you don't diss nobody, nobody's watching you, right? That's crazy, man. All over music.
Path to seek revenge. About 8 months after Tuka's death, K.I. would get a revenge. In August 2011, a high-ranking member of the BDs named Odie Perry was shot on the 400 block of East 64th Street. After
my bad. It's not always over music. Social media. That's what it is. Always on social media. Those social media fingers, they start going crazy. The fingers have their own fucking mind. They be, you know. That social media fucked a lot of shit up. I think it fucked this world up. It's good and it's bad, but I think mostly bad outdoes the good, man. Social media is evil. For real shit.
After Odie was killed, the BDs in Wick City would rename their hood to O Block in his honor. It's been rumored that K.I. was the one who killed Odie in retaliation for the murder of Tuka. Allegedly, she and her twin brother, FBG Butter, were out on Tuka's birthday looking for ops when they came across OE riding his bike and shot at him. According to rumors, it was K.I. who fired the kill shot. The murder of Odie Perry gained K.I. a lot of street cred in Chicago. At first, it was hard for the BDs to believe that one of their top-ranking members was taken down by a teenage girl. But as K.I. continued to build a name in the streets, they were forced to accept what happened. After killing OD, K.I. got even deeper into the street life.
Question. Do you guys think she killed OD? I don't think she did. Like I said, this is just a Mexican's opinion, because I do like watching this shit. Not, you know what I mean? I don't like I say, it's not glorifying. It's just this shit that, wow, this is what's happening in other parts of the world type of shit. You feel me? Damn, this is what the kind of people, this is what they're doing over social media type of shit. That's what this is. But yeah, I don't even think she did that shit. She probably just like everybody else. Oh, it's like somebody gets their chain snatched. Everybody wants to take pictures with that chain, right? Just to mock the other guy that got his shit snatched. Like, oh look, we got the chains. I think that's what happened to her. You know, somebody took his gun and she posted a picture with it. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
She became known for shooting at ops, which included members of 600 and O Block. So, even though she was a female, she was becoming a problem to the BDs and was one of their biggest ops. It seemed like K.I. got addicted to the lifestyle and would shoot at anyone who threatened her, including other females. It's been rumored that K.I. one shot at another girl who was the cousin of T-Roy, another high-ranking member of O Block.
I want to do one of him. Let me know about shit, man. Like I said, I'm just barely getting started. I have no subscribers yet. But if you guys watch this shit, let me know who I should do one about.
His cousin ended up snitching on her, but K.I. still beat the case due to lack of evidence and remained on the streets. Plus, she was also known to taunt her ops on social media, often taking shots at dead members of O Block and 600, like OD and Baldy. This would lead to beef online with high-ranking BDs, such as King Von. Von and K.I. were known to taunt each other on social media, all while pretending to flirt. Even though they were enemies,
oh my mama, I think Von's it's a different type of demon. If that motherfucker's making like she's trying to hook up with her, and I don't know if you guys seen that interview. I think they did like a little documentary of K.I. like on TV, and he was always talking like, you know, I wanted to hook up with her, like, you know what I mean? That motherfucker right there is on a different time, bro. He's on a different time. He's playing a different type of game, boy. This motherfucker, yeah, boy.
They had mutual respect for each other as fellow savages. Von even once claimed on an A&E documentary about K.I. that he had a crush on her back in the day. But many believe that he was trolling and using mental tactics to gain the upper hand. Even though they both respected each other as shooters, they were still ops, and if either one of them got caught lacking in public, all bets were off. As time went on, K.I. would continue to build a name in the streets. At one point, members of a set called 800, who were beefing with Tukaville, caught K.I. alone and beat her up. In response, KI went to their block and shot at several 800 members. Then, a week later, FBG Duck's house was shot up by 800, which added fire to the beef between the two sets. Then, on June 24th, 2012, a 13-year-old from the Jarrell City neighborhood named Taekwon Tyler was killed. Taekwon was at a house party with his sister when a gunfight broke out and shots went off. He ended up getting hit with a stray bullet and passed away. A dude affiliated with Jarrell City named Nishan Flowers was later arrested for the murder and sentenced to 55 years in prison. Taekwon was KI's cousin, and she was at the party to witness him get killed.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Grown-ass men shooting at little kids, bro. These streets is no joke, man. For real. Like I said, man, different cities have different beef, have different drama, have different politics. It's different. Different places, different situations, man. A little-ass kid getting shot by a grown-ass man. I don't know if it's true about him doing licks on their houses, robbing them and shit, but if it is, little-ass kid at the end of the day, man, can't take his life.
It's been rumored that KI was the one who introduced him to the street life and trained him on how to rob and do drills. His death hit her hard, and she would change her name on Twitter to Taekwon Assassin. She would also help form a set called Taekwon World, who would be for O Block, 600, and 800. So, KI now had an army behind her to help her take on her ops, and she continued building her rep in the streets. By this point, she was a fierce shooter who was well known.
My bad for pausing it so much because I gotta say, because if I let it play, I'll forget what I was gonna say about that certain part. But okay, because you know what I mean? I know y'all been watching this shit like I do. I'm not the only motherfucker that be watching all these documentaries, right? Because on one documentary, they talk about she didn't want to be part of that Taekwon World type shit, you know what I mean? That she wasn't fucking with it, you know what I mean? And then this dude saying she started that shit and she was, you know what I mean? Teaching motherfuckers how to do shit and making it seem like she's a leader, boss type shit, bro. I think they be hyping her name up a little too much, man. Like, but I don't know, man. Like I said, nobody knows what really happened. Only the people that are close to him know what's the real deal, real story. Us, we just watch the shit and we gotta like, okay, this is what they said. This is what they said. Fuck it, we'll go with this story because it sounds a little bit better. You know what I mean? But me, I just fucking listen to all the stories and I don't even put nothing together. I just say what I think I gotta say. I give my opinion and that's a wrap.
Known by both the ops and the police. At one point, the local news even claimed that she was responsible for killing at least 20 people, a number which isn't confirmed and likely exaggerated. But it shows how well known she was in the city. But somehow, despite this wild reputation, she was never caught by police. None of the bodies she's rumored to have were ever confirmed because the police weren't able to collect enough evidence to bring a conviction. On March 2014, a 19-year-old member of STL EBT, who went by the name Lil B, was killed by police after allegedly pointing a gun at them while he was being chased. KI was also close to Lil B, who was killed on the same street as Taekwon. His death turned her heart even colder, and she would change her Twitter name from Taekwon Assassin to No Surrender Lil B. In the weeks following Lil B's death, KI would go on Twitter to vent her feelings and reflect on some of the pain that led her down the path she was on. She would tweet, "Money coming, money going, it ain't like you can take it with you. In the end, we die. And I didn't see too many of my in the casket." So it seemed like KI was in a pretty dark place, and all the pain of losing her friends and family members in the streets is what turned her into such a savage killer. After Lil B's murder, KI hit the streets to take her pain out on the first op she could come across. That ended up being a dude named Blood Money from the BD set Front Street, the cousin of Chief Keef. Blood Money was standing outside his home on the 5600 block of South Elizabeth Street when he was shot in the chest. His cousin, Darnell Patton, was also shot in the stomach, but later pulled through. Blood Money was just 30 years old and the father of 5 children. Just 2 weeks before he was killed, he had signed a deal with Interscope Records, so his death was a major loss to O Block. Rumors quickly started going around that KI was the one responsible for Blood Money's death. Even though she was already hated by the BDs, this murder put an even bigger target on her head. Less than 24 hours later, KI would be shot and killed in the Woodlawn neighborhood. Around 3:30 p.m. on April 11, 2014, KI, along with FBG Butter and another friend, were walking to the house of FBG Wooski to get lunch. KI had recently...
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I think she got fucked up, bro. Got shot in the jaw, the neck, the chest. Bro, and then now, you know what I mean? I still watch some of this shit now. I be watching FBG Butter and his interviews and shit, like just talking all kinds of craziness, bro. Like, dude, you seen so many people get killed, man. Why you still there talking and dissing on people, bro? Like, that's his job. His job, he works doing interviews, bro. That's his hustle, bro, doing interviews and shit, because he was close to KI. He was close to FBG Duck. You know what I'm saying? He was close to people, so people want to hear his stories. So that's his profession now. He's an interview. He likes being interviewed. But that's crazy, man. Like, he's seen them people get killed like that. You know what I mean? And after FBG Cash got killed, he should be what you should try to keep low, man. Like low key, just calm down. But
recently revealed her location on Twitter, which must have been seen by her ops. While they were walking, a shooter in a gray hoodie approached them and started letting off shots before hopping into a getaway car. All three were hit, and KI ended up getting shot 9 times in the jaw, neck, and chest. She was rushed to the hospital, but pronounced dead around 5:43 p.m. The murder of KI remained unsolved for many years, but the word on the street was that it was done by O-Block members T-Roy, Big A, and even King Von. The day after KI was killed, a bunch of dudes from FBG, including Lil J, FBG Butter, and Wooski, shot up O-Block. Both Big A and T-Roy would later be killed by members of the GDs in retaliation for KI's death. But for years, King Von managed to escape both the ops and the police. But Von would end up being killed in unrelated beef after bumping into Quando Rondo in November 2020. After his death, police will reveal that Von was the primary suspect in the murder of KI. In July 2021, police reported about KI's murder leaked to the internet, which listed Davon Bennett, aka King Von, as the primary offender believed to be responsible for the murder of Jakira Barnes. According to the paperwork, Von...
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, bro. Like people say, man, put the guns down, put the hands up. Look at King Von. He put the hands up and he still got gunned down. You know what I mean? Like I don't condone violence, bro. It's crazy, man. Guns it's only for people that are scared. You know what I mean? But understandable. Like you live in certain places, you need that shit because it's so crazy, bro. Like you have it, or you need it, but you gotta have it, bro. You don't have it, you get killed. And if you do have it, you go to prison. So it's like what to do, you know what I mean? Might as well go to prison instead of getting killed. Real shit. I'd rather go to prison and get killed.
Von was brought in for questioning, but later released. He provided 2 different alibis for the night of the shooting, but neither confirmed where he was exactly when the shooting happened. He also agreed to take a polygraph test, but never actually went through with it. Despite the cops' suspicions, the DA refused to prosecute, and the case was never officially solved. So it seems like someone leaked the paperwork to confirm the rumors that Von was the one who took out the notorious KI. Sadly, the story of KI isn't all that uncommon, except for the fact that she was a girl. Plenty of teenagers growing up in a city like Chicago turn to the streets after witnessing people close to them get killed. The only thing unique about KI's situation was that she started out as an innocent teenage girl, but quickly transformed into a ruthless shooter. Police believe that she was involved in dozens of shootings and several murders, even though she was only 17 when she died. But like many kids from the South Side, KI was forced to adapt to her environment and unfortunately never got a chance to make it out of the streets.
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy, man. Let me know what you guys think. But look, it's crazy because these kids, they were all around. I mean, like, they don't live in the same area, but they went to the same school.
Let's talk about...
They seen each other growing up. But just because they lived like 1 or 2 blocks over, it's different gang. It was crazy, bro. Like, you guys been growing up your whole life. You've been seeing each other. Going to school since elementary, middle school. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just crazy how you guys live so close. Y'all see each other grow up. Your parents probably know each other. Your parents is probably and then some of them is your cousins, and they still, because they're from a different area, y'all ops, man. It's crazy, bro. Chicago is different, man. I'm telling y'all, they don't give a fuck about anything. You know? But man, look, this is your ESSE Homie. Like I said, this channel is just for like different types of reactions, interviews and shit. Let me know what interview I should do next. Hopefully this doesn't get blocked, because I did a interview with a couple, like when I first started my other channel, and they got blocked. I mean, so hopefully it doesn't get blocked. Hopefully I'm able to show it. But if it do, man, let me know what you guys think about it and who I should do next. And everything that I'm saying is just my opinion. I don't condone any kind of violence, you know what I mean? All that gun stuff is just, that gang stuff, it's crazy, but I don't condone any of that shit, man. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Let's get the views up, let's get the likes up, let's start getting the subscribers going up little by little. Let's see if it'll pop off. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. ESSE out.